Yoga to me is basically a way of life. It is how you perceive the world around you. It is how you look at yourself. It's how you look at others around you. It's how you control your actions. It's how you control your reactions to circumstances. It's how you try to basically keep a balance of yourself. You keep your emotions in check, regardless of the circumstances or the situations that are around you. It's controlling your entire body, it's controlling your mind, it's controlling your emotions and not letting things outside of you affect you. So it's actually an entire wholesome approach towards life. The yoga philosophy, basics of yoga philosophy is to sort of bring your mind, your body and your spiritual side all in unison, to connect all three of them together. So you don't want your mind to be active and your body to be relaxing or vice versa. You want them all to be in sync at all times, and that is basically the philosophy that I follow. I think there are many characteristics of a good yoga teacher. First of all is to obviously get to know who your students really are. Ask them if they have any injuries, ask them if they've ever previously practiced yoga, do they know yoga, what their objective of attending a class is, what they're trying to achieve from this practice of theirs. So you really need to get to know your students, and at the same time, being a teacher doesn't mean that you know it all. You're still a student yourself. You still have to practice, you still have to keep evolving. There's so much more you can do every single day to try and enhance yourself as a teacher, enhance your practice. And at the end of the day, what you're trying to do is you're trying to teach what you've learned and what you've experienced to those around you who are coming to you. So you have to basically be very careful and very cautious of what the postures are, their alignment. You have to try and check people, you have to check yourself, you have to connect with them one-on-one, you have to basically be the sort of energy that you bring to a class, the way you connect with them. I think all of that makes a good yoga teacher. I think you just really have to be aware when you're in a class, and you have to sort of really know who your students are, and also know that while they're students of yours, you're a student yourself. You're not a teacher, you're not higher than them, you don't know more than them. You're all practicing, you're all at the same level, and you're all just there together, bringing energy together in one room. It really grounds you. It helps you appreciate the small little things in life. For example, like something very small, like you see sunshine every single day, but how many times you actually sit and appreciate the sun? Like, you never sit and think that, oh my god, if there wasn't sun shining down on you tomorrow, what would your life be like? Like, nobody ever sits and thinks about these little things, or like how a tree grows, or like how beautiful like the outdoors is. So I think yoga really brings you down, it grounds you, it reconnects you with nature, it connects you with Mother Earth. It makes you appreciate all the little things that are around you. It brings self-discipline in you. It sort of really just brings out the best inner version of yourself. There are many different styles of yoga. There's what you would call hatha yoga, there's vinyasa flow, there's prenatal yoga, there's yin yoga, there's restorative. So there's lots of different forms of yoga, and those all probably cater to different sorts of people and according to what they're really looking for in life. To me, I don't think there's one specific form of yoga which would be considered the best. I think it's more a balanced approach towards everything. So the kind of yoga that I teach is called vinyasa yoga, and it's also, in other words, what we call power yoga. And so that really utilizes your entire inner strength. It helps build your strength, it helps build your stamina, it helps you tone your body. There's a little bit of cardio in there, there's a little bit of strength in there, there's a little bit of flexibility in there. Meditation is definitely one part of yoga. So what meditation basically is, it focuses on your breath. It makes the individual focus on their breath, and essentially when you focus on your breath, it works towards moving into a calmer state of mind. It moves you towards a more relaxed state of mind and relaxed state of your body. So it's not just about the physical activity, it's not just about the stretches and the poses and the postures and building your strength and all, but it's definitely a mix of physical activity with meditation. There's lots of different kinds of breathing techniques that yoga incorporates. One of them is called alternate nostril breathing, that basically balances out the heating and the cooling energy within the body. It sort of grounds you, and really like makes you feel more solid as a person. This breath is usually done before you begin your practice. There's something called Ujjayi breath, which is basically breathing through your throat, and that sort of also helps you calm down and relax. There's lots of deep inhalations and deep exhalations, which really work towards meditation. And the ultimate objective of meditating is basically to try and disconnect yourself from the outside world. It's to try and bring your mind to a complete state of relaxation where you're not thinking about the errands or the chores that you have to do, and it's very natural and normal for us to be constantly thinking. So it's definitely physical as well as meditation. Yoga can definitely help medically. So instead of going towards taking medications for every sort of sickness or ailment that people feel, there's a lot of poses and postures or different forms of yoga that can help relieve, for example, back pains. There's yoga poses that help with arthritis. There's yoga poses or practices that help improve your heart rate. It helps with people suffering from insomnia. So different kinds of breathing techniques help you relax your mind, and it takes you into a calmer state of mind, and that helps you sleep better. There's some different sorts of yoga poses like bow pose and plow pose that really work on your thyroid gland, and that helps release certain toxins from your body, and that basically elevates your mood altogether. There's yoga poses, specific kinds of yoga, for example Bikram yoga, which is also what we call hot yoga, that helps with relieving pain from your joints and different parts of your body. So it definitely does have lots of health benefits, and a lot of people that come to my class, like they come and they tell me that, oh, I have a lower back pain, so can you help me? Or like, so sort of the classes are then customized to what the person is really looking for. And if someone has wrist pains, we tell them not to get into a specific poses, to avoid those poses to further aggravate the injury. But then some poses actually sort of lessen the injury, and especially for backaches, because there's a lot of like spinal stretches and twists and all that really help with back pain. So I think it definitely it helps with medical conditions as well.